Lady from Washington.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And just to let me clarify, the purpose of this legislation, H.R. 1633, is to exempt rural dust from costly and unnecessary federal regulation. It doesn't do anything to exempt any kind of facility, source, or mine from environmental regulation. The northeastern part of Washington State, where I represent, is one of the toughest places in the world to mine, and this bill isn't going to change that. Mining and agricultural dust is comprehensively regulated by state agencies and many federal statutes currently in place, including the Surface Mining and Control Reclamation Act, Federal Mine Safety and Health Act, Resource Conservation and Recovery Act, Clean Water Act, Federal Land Policy and Management Act, the National Environmental Policy Act, and many others. This includes regulation by the Department of Interior of dust from wind erosion and vehicle traffic associated with mines. State and local authorities will still have full authority to impose nuisance dust controls, and rural America needs certainty that they won't be second-guessed by the EPA. I urge a no on this amendment. And bottom line, if you stop and think about it, there's a story here. A story of two paths forward. One path has the potential to bring economic growth, jobs, and energy independence to this country. The second path has brought and will continue to bring economic stagnation to our nation. The irony is that the administration seems to continue to advocate for the second path. And of course, I'm talking about the path of EPA overregulation that continues to put a stranglehold on businesses and economic growth in this country. The next phase of the EPA's path is America's farmland. And whether you're working in the fields, herding cattle, or driving down a dirt road, the EPA wants to regulate the dust you pick up. The Farm Dust Regulation Prevention Act of 2011 will ensure this path is stopped by prohibiting the implementation of a stricter PMT standard for 1 year and exempting nuisance dust, like farm dust, from any future PMT regulation. I applaud my colleagues, Representative Noem and Hurt, for introducing this important legislation. I urge my colleagues to support it and would like to reserve the balance of my time.
His time is reserved. Gentleman from California.
Mr. Chairman.